my name is Ariana and I'm from the Lawrence Corps. I first came to the Salvation Army when I was very, very little. Our old youth pastor reached out asking me if I wanted to join the dance team, and with that, I started coming to more church events and I started coming back to church on Sundays. My passion for the arts really started when I was also very young. I think a big part of it is having a creative outlet. I think something that's so fun about theater is that you really get to make it your own, and not just theater, but like everything that comes in theater. One of my favorite parts about performing and working in the arts in the Salvation Army is that I really feel like at my church, I've been an inspiration to the younger kids, which really brings me so much joy. I really like singing with the worship band, and I like really everything, all the programs. I'm so fortunate to be a part of the Salvation Army and be a part of YAM and have gotten to go to Star Search, Star Lake Music Camp, and just like enjoy different events that all these programs put on. I started coming back to church with dance, but it really has made me grow in my faith in so many different ways. And it's really nice to be able to do the thing I love while also worshiping God. Leveling up to me in Christianity means growing in your faith, of course, working on things that you used to struggle with. Now, maybe it doesn't look like a struggle, moving from one challenge to the next challenge, and maybe it's a little harder, but with your experience, it becomes a little easier than what it would have been before, which is what I think of leveling up. Music is a big part of my faith. I think worship, like singing on stage, that kind of worship really can be so moving. I remember the first time I've ever cried during worship was here, actually. And I just felt the Holy Spirit come over me in that moment. And I was looking out and I saw everyone lifting their hands. And in that moment, I was like, wow, like this is love. And it was really a crazy moment. And now I have moments like that all the time. But the first time experiencing that, it was wild, especially being in a church where I've grown up in and I've been here for so long, and I had never really felt that before. It was really special, and so I'm really happy it happened here, because if I'm ever struggling with my faith, I can just remember that this is the place, this is the community, this is the building where I've really found my faith and my love for God. It's just crazy to think that that happened on this stage, even though I've been coming to church for so long, and it didn't happen until I was a little older. YAM, I've been able to meet so many new people and meet a lot of my mentors, which is really nice. And I've gotten to work along Captain Marsha, who has been a huge inspiration to me, as well as like all the students who I've gotten to work with. And I've seen some of my friends go from students to teachers, which is really nice. And that is something that I would like to do when I'm older. And I know that that's something that has happened a lot. A lot of teachers right now were students before. My advice would be, honestly, put yourself out there. I remember my first theater audition, my mom and I drove there and I asked her, can I just not do it? Can I stay in the car? Can we go home? She said, no, you have to put yourself out there. And I'm so grateful for my mom telling me that. And so even though I'm not anyone's mom, I want to be that voice for you. Put yourself out there, try new things. You can try it this year, and if you don't like it, you can come back and try a new major next year. I think YAM, I'm so grateful for YAM because it's one of the best experiences I've had, not only to grow in my faith, but also to grow in my arts ability, and especially because the community is so supportive. Whether you're a beginner or you're a veteran, it's a really supportive community, and it has really helped me to grow, and it's helped me to try new things that maybe I wouldn't try if it was in another setting. So if you want to try something, YAM is the place to do it. So definitely go and put yourself out there.